Hey, what's up? Today we're going to be doing some drawing, and not just any drawing, Pokemon drawing. More specifically, a trainer illustration with 6 of my favorite Pokemons. But before I get ahead of myself, allow me to quickly introduce myself. Hi, I'm Tommy, an artist from the great northern lands of Canada. I draw a bunch of stuff, mainly Pokemon, anime, and gadgets that you might also be familiar with. But overall, I draw whatever is my current hyperfixation is. So if any of that boats your float, we'll get along just fine. The world of Pokemon is a wonderful thing. From the seas, to the land, the ground to the skies. Our little buddies come in all kinds of shapes and forms. As kids, despite the technology, that little Game Boy screen felt like it was reality. Pokemon is the embodiment of the saying, the friends we made along the way are the real treasure. And that's what I want to share with you all today. One of the things I used to do, and dare I say to my own embarrassment, was pretending to be a Pokemon trainer. Like, how many of you guys saw how much drip Ash had and said, holy crap, I want to be like him? Like, I am convinced some of you put Pokemon Master as your dream job when y'all were at school. And I was no different. I wanted to be that trainer that no one would dare to challenge. A trainer that sat atop the summit, strengths uncontested with no one to oppose me. So strong that even the random ass emo twink with a Darkrai in the anime would be scared shitless. Off topic, still kinda pissed that he did that to Ash by the way. Tobias, hashtag not my champion. To become a Pokemon Master, that was a dream millions of kids thrive for. The best that no one ever was, as they say. As time flies, you grow up, you get a job, find yourself a wife and a family. Eventually, we're kids no longer. And wait a minute, did I just spend like the first 2 minutes of this video saying I'm a grown man that draws hot anime characters? The hell am I saying here? We're allowed to enjoy our inner child, and I quite literally have the power of Jesus, or rather Arceus if we're being canonical here. Why am I even yapping at this point? You know what? Let's pick up the pen and do this already. As kids, I can say for most guys that we were more partial towards the cooler, badass mons like Charizard, Dragonite, or Mewtwo. But as we grew up, Anyways, point is, time changes, and so do we. The first thing about art, and the most important thing is, well, y'all want to take a guess? That's right! In my subjective opinion, it's conceptualization and design work. To do that, we'll have to look at a team, and not just any team, my team. It's only right I start off with my favorite Pokemon, my partner in crime, the Pikachu to my Ash, Salamence. Now, Salamence has been my favorite ever since I saw it in the Jirachi movie. Just something about its design resonates with me a lot. Seems basic for someone's favorite Pokemon, but it's a goddamn dragon. Of course it will have a spot on the team. We're finally getting on to drawing. Was beginning to wonder if this dude would ever shut up. Anyways, I am here to sketching out myself first and then Salamence. There's not much else to say on this phase of drawing other than maybe try to keep your sketch sketchy. Sounds redundant, but it helps laying down the basic shapes first and then tackling the finer details. I'll just let the music play as you guys watch me suffer in understanding Pokemon anatomy. Alrighty, looking mighty fine if I do say so myself. I'm still looking like a naked mannequin, but don't worry, I'll get to that soon enough. Next up on the line is Jigglypuff's ancestry result, Screamtail. This Mon, man. This damn Mon. They really thought adding a dragon tail and some fangs to a Jigglypuff would win people over. And guess what? I'm people. It's my absolute favorite Pokemon from recent gens. And if Screamtail has 1 million fans, then I am one of them. If Screamtail has 10 fans, then I am one of them. If y'all get the point, Screamtail saved me. To echo what I said earlier when drawing Salamence, This part doesn't really have much explaining to do, and to avoid needlessly congesting this video, I'll leave the rest of the sketches mostly uncommentated. That being said, please continue to enjoy the music. Look at his cutie patootie. So round and adorable. I can't. Anyways, before I lose my marbles and get a loud audio warning for going mental over Screamtail, let's move on to the next mon of the team, Glaceon. As someone who has an obsession with cats, I feel like adding my favorite evolution is a no-brainer. I always liked ice-themed characters, so this choice was an easy one. But overall, Glaceon has always held a soft spot in my heart for being the first level X card I pulled back in the day. Anyways, back to drawing. Halfway through, I really like the contrast thus far. We have two cute mons, and then that menacing Salamence illuminating in the background. I'm loving it so far though. Three more to go, and next on the line is Samurai. Everyone's gotta have a starter, right? Truth be told, a lot of the starters in the Pokédex don't really click with me. But Samurai always struck out. The samurai inspiration behind this design spoke with me a lot. But I don't know if that's because I'm a turbo weeb or whatever. Nonetheless, he's pretty cool. So he's on the team. Nice. Giving myself a nice little pat on the back. Our work's far from over though, so let's keep grinding this out. Next up, Registeel. Y'all can't lie and say those Reggie cries in the Lucario movie don't echo in your sleep. It's part of the reason why I love the Registeel so much, more specifically Registeel. A common denominator so far from my team is roundness, and Registeel do be rounded. Whoa, on to the last one. This drawing business is serious. Last but not least is Latios. Now, Latios, alongside Salamence, has been one of my longtime favorites. The fighter jet silhouette and overall design language of this mon sings to my ears. It just looks sick. And any other kid building their teams, well, we go off aesthetics and looks, am I right? Alright, bet! Sketch is finally done. It's probably the most brain intensive part of my process, and as someone who lacks one, y'all can imagine how pain inducing this part is. Anyways, next up is clean up the lines and make it look like line art. Finally, we're done with the hard part. Now onto the fun part. Colors. Don't get it twisted though. Our work is cut out for us, so let's waste no further time. Decided to redo the background with a more northern flair to it. I think the green and pink auroras really complement the drawing, and it's in tune with my blood. I put a lot of emphasis on forms for my coloring, so you'll see a lot of really bright highlights. I also added a secondary salmon colored ambient light to contrast with the colder tones of the drawing. Keep that warm versus cold contrast in mind when drawing as well. Anyways, DJ, cue the music. I can taste it. The finishing line. One final push, y'all, and we can officially say we are done. I say enough talk and let the music play. And voila, there we have it. 8 hours condensed down to 15 minutes. I say the results are darn worth it though. I'm glad y'all were with me the entire way. I hope you guys learned a thing or two about drawing and art. With that being said though, I think I'll give my hands and wrists a well-needed rest. And I'll see you guys in the next one. I love y'all. Peace out. Hey, before we end, just want to say thank you if you guys managed to stick till the end. I hand drew a lot of these images and edited this video myself, so any support is greatly appreciated. This is my first rodeo with a YouTube video, so if you guys have any feedback, I'd love to hear it for better content in the future. I've never done these kinds of voiceovers, so do forgive me if I sound a bit awkward. I'll definitely look to upgrade my hardware for better quality in the future though. If you liked the video, a like and subscribe goes a long way, but any support is greatly appreciated. Once again, I can't thank y'all enough.